Hi, welcome back to New Unlock. If you're a new viewer, namaste. All things work together for good. I know you've heard the term, should I say, I know you've heard the words, trust the process. Now, what does trust the process mean? Trust the process means that even when things are not going the way you expect them to go, you should trust the process. So, how does this work with the term all things work together for good? It means that even sometimes when bad things happen to us, it doesn't mean they are actually bad. Because most of the times we like to label situations, oh, that was a bad thing, that was a bad event. You know what I mean? And most of the times we don't really see the full picture, and that's the reason why we label situations like that. So the term all things work together for good means trust that everything is working out for you. Life is not happening to you. Life is happening for you. So it's a matter of understanding that you have to trust your own journey no matter what someone else's journey looks like. No matter what your journey looks like. Most of the times we like to question why we are not where we want to be. Why certain things are happening to us. The thing about it is most of the times we start to build doubt and negativity when we try, or should I say, when we label situations as bad. So even mistakes, sometimes even a mistake can actually be the best thing that's ever happened to you. And the reason why it's so hard to understand that is because we don't see the full picture, as I said. So it's like you're drawing a painting, right? Which is your life story, right? And you think that you put a smudge on the canvas, not knowing that that smudge is actually what's going to make that painting very beautiful. So it's a matter of understanding that life doesn't happen the way we expect it to, and that's actually one of the reasons why a lot of people are miserable, because they expect life to unfold in a specific certain way instead of letting go, and trust that things will unfold the way they are meant to unfold, even if it's not how you expected it to unfold. And that's the beauty of life, because it's full of surprises, So it's a matter of understanding that and being okay, let me say, with uncertainty. Because we are really always trying to be in control of our life. And sometimes holding on, really trying to be in control that much, does more harm than good. So we start to force things to happen in specific ways, because they're not happening right now. So we try to push, to put in pressure so that things happen in that specific way. But then that can cause harm, because there's certain things in life that you're not supposed to put pressure on. For example, a river, just an example, right? The way rocks break apart, the water doesn't have to come with full force and so much pressure for the rocks to break apart, most of the times, water just has to keep on moving smoothly, even at a slow pace, and you will see the rock eroding. You know what I mean? So it's a matter of understanding that sometimes it's not really about putting so much pressure, for things to happen. You know what I'm saying? Or doubting your process. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the times we really like to label situations, and this does more harm to us than good. It leaves you with a stressed mind. It leaves you with so much anxiety. It leaves you really trying to figure out things. You know what I'm saying? Instead of letting things come to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's a matter of attraction rather than chasing. Because I used to like chasing. I won't even lie about it. I used to like chasing so much. I used to like putting in so much work. You know what I'm saying? Putting in so much effort. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you can be putting so much effort, but there's no result. So I decided to learn one of the universe laws, which is the law of minimum effort. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes minimum effort can actually be the best thing you can approach anything in life. You know what I mean? Even yourself, you know what I'm saying? Your self growth, you know what I mean? Don't put so much pressure on your self growth. You know, just even minimum effort day by day, 1% every single day. You know what I mean? 1% every single day. You know, in a year, that's 365% growth. So imagine learning just one thing every single day, right? That's 365 things you've learned in a year. But the problem is we like to put so much pressure, you know, on our minds and our process, you know, so that we just really, really get things done. You know what I'm saying? Most people really exaggerate the amount of growth you can grow in a year instead of looking at it in a 10-year span. You know what I'm saying? So all I want to say is all things work together for good. Even the things that seem like are bad things. You know what I mean? Let me give you an example about myself, for example. My past, right? Personally, I used to be someone who used to like using drugs a lot. Alcohol specifically, right? And at first I used to think of it in the sense that, oh yeah, you know what? YOLO. You know what I'm saying? This is life. You know what I'm saying? I'm popping bottles. You know what I'm saying? Expensive stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm a boss. You know what I mean? So I thought, you know, well, you know, like, yeah, this is the life. You know what I'm saying? Until there was a time I actually vomited blood. And then I realized, oh shit. What? What's going on? You know what I mean? Of course, after that, I still continued to drink. You know what I'm saying? But then I realized that my dark period in my life helped me realize that I had to experience my dark side in order to appreciate or to move towards the light. You know what I mean? I can't really understand the light if I don't understand the dark. You know what I'm saying? So even my dark days, you know what I'm saying? The things that I did that were bad, you know what I'm saying? They were for the betterment of myself. And of course, it seemed like, you know, terrible things. You know what I'm saying? Like, why did I do that stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like, why was I like that? You know what I'm saying? And of course, I started judging myself, you know, putting negative image towards myself when I look in the mirror, you know what I'm saying? But then I realized that even the mistakes that I did, right? Because mistakes, they basically teach us lessons, right? So the mistakes that I did, yeah, they taught me that there's a positive in everything, even when things look very bad. You know what I mean? So sometimes we have to understand that not everything that happens to us, even if it's bad, is bad. You know what I'm saying? And most of the times, even that bad thing that happened in the long run is actually a good thing. Because the thing about life is that you can only connect the dots looking backwards, as Steve Jobs said. So I am basically just saying this is a quick message, you know, as something that we have to understand that sometimes we judge our lives too much. You know, we put so much pressure on ourselves. We're too hard on ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And this can make us hate ourselves. You know what I'm saying? It can make us hate our lives. You know, and that is really, really self-destructive. You know. But then if you take on the mentality that all things work together for good, you start to see the positive in everything. And the moment you start to see the positive in everything, then you start to manifest positive results. You get what I'm saying? So even the worst thing that can happen to you, right? If you look at the positive, I know it can be very hard because of some things that can even be very traumatizing. You know what I'm saying? Some things can even be very, very, very destructive to our personality, our minds, and our hearts and souls. And it makes sense to focus on the negative when such a thing happens. It makes total sense. You know what I'm saying? Because you're human. You have emotions. You have a mind that, analyzes every situation and analyzes, why certain things have happened in a certain way. And most of the times when certain things happen, we take it personally because it's happening in our reality, So it's understandable to take things personal and also just focus on the negative, when bad things happen to us. It's very, very understandable. It's very human. And there's nothing wrong with it. Because even that, there's a positive in that, Because when you start to see that even you can enter into a negative state of mind, no matter how positive you were in any situation, because something bad happened to you, then you start to see that the human mind is really mostly about perspective. You know what I'm saying? Even reality is mostly about perspective. 69, you know what I'm saying? It's all about a matter of how you see it. You know what I'm saying? And if you can detach yourself from situations, from taking things personally, then you can actually really be able to see that positive side and understand that all things work together for good. So that's practically my message. And there's more videos to come. I'm taking my time. Recently, I've been making videos, one video a month. And I don't mind if I get views or I don't get views. Because this doesn't only help somebody else, it helps me as well. You understand? So, one thing I won't do, right, is rush this as well. I won't force this, you know what I'm saying? I won't let it, give me headaches, so much pressure or stress on myself because things are not manifesting as fast as I wanted them to. You know what I'm saying? Because everything manifests at the right time. And I'm gonna let this grow as it needs to. Like the way nature does. Nature doesn't rush to grow. So I will do the same with everything in my life because I feel like great things happen when the skill of patience exists within you. So I will be patient with my process. I will be patient with the neural unlock. No matter how long it takes, I will keep on working towards letting it unfold as it needs to. I'll just keep on following my intuition. I am very grateful for neural unlock. And I'm very grateful if you're watching this video. I am very, very grateful. Thank you. I just wanted to keep it raw. No edits. Maybe just the edits, just, probably just fix a few things. But then I just wanted to keep it raw, so that I can just express the message that I needed to express, to channel, from my higher self to the world, to every single being in this reality, this dimension. You know what I'm saying? So thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like or a comment. Thank you. Until next time, Neural Unlock, rising to higher consciousness. Namaste.